It's Friday, and I want to know what's on your mind. This is a show about real people, real issues, having a real conversation every Friday. So, with that said, I'll let you two introduce yourself. Whoever wants to jump in, just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit what you're doing currently.
My name is Marcia Campbell. I am a single mom, a television producer. I live in Los Angeles, been here forever and a day. I love what I do. TV is kind of my joy and my passion, mainly non-scripted TV. And then outside of working and spending time with my significant other, there's my daughter, and it's a pretty neat little package.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Marcia. Welcome.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
David.
supposed to go first.
Yes, my name is David Hunter Jr. I live in Los Angeles as well. I've been here 12 and a half years, came out from Washington, D.C. I am an actor and a writer and producer. And this year has been probably one of the most productive years that I've had, and things are looking up. So I'm really excited about where we are currently in life. And I'm trying to stay cool in this LA heat.
Awesome. Wow. Well, that's good. All right. Is it up for you because of the pandemic and what it's caused people to do in the industry? Just a little bit?
Kind of. I just recently transitioned for work too, for jobs. So that's why things are kind of moving along in the right direction.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good to have you guys both with us. We really appreciate it. So we'll just hop into it. All right. Our first topic of discussion is, I'm going to set the tone for you. Here you go. You and your partner have been together for a couple of years. When they forget your birthday, you wait all day for them to acknowledge it, but by the next morning, they still haven't said a word. What would you do? Would you end the relationship? It's your birthday. What would you do? Come on now.
And then the tough thing is our significant others are watching this, so if we give them a pass, right? Yeah, right.
You know, it's a funny situation. I've been single now for about 2 years, and so I can't imagine, because even though that last relationship didn't work out, forgetting the birthday, I feel like is like that's a huge thing. You know, if it's a surprise, maybe late in the day, I thought made you think I forget, but the next morning, the next day, nothing, and you actually forgot. I think we're gonna have to have a few conversations.
There, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Especially if you already had an intimate night.
Right.
That's a whole different story there. Marsha, what do you guys say about it?
You know, I'm right there with you in the world of conversation. I don't know if I would call it a deal breaker, like an end of relationship kind of thing. But it would definitely be, a few conversations. But I can't envision it, honestly. I can't.
Okay.
I can't see it happening. But my child did forget my birthday 1 year, so I've been down that road.
Oh. Well, that's a child. That's a yeah.
Birth to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, birthdays are important. So I totally agree. They're all important. I guess when any relationship you're in, so they're all important.
Yeah, I think I love birthdays. So you forget my birthday. Yeah. I'm like, we're gonna have to really talk. It might not be the end all, but what made what's going on?
Yeah. How would you say how would you approach it to even try to have a conversation? We just pull them aside and say, today was a special day.
Yeah, I'm always about being direct. So what happened? Today was my birthday. Is everything okay at work? Are you okay? Family good? Like, make sure nothing really serious is going on.
Yeah.
But after we clear that out the way, it's like, who you with?
There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How about you, Marsha? How would you approach that if it was?
I don't know. I'm such a celebratory person.
Yeah.
I will find the smallest thing to celebrate. I can't imagine being in a relationship with someone who's like that, like not thoughtful in that way.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would be as cordial and as PC as David would be. I don't know if I could be that even keeled.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we'll roll on in then. So the next one, though, a little bit of discussion. So you're in a relationship, right? What advice would you give to somebody who just started dating during COVID? And has COVID stopped you from wanting to date?
Well, I have a lot of single girlfriends who I tell them all the time, like COVID is the best time for them to at least meet people and get to know them, because you're not going to go out. You're not going to be in a closed space. So I think it's like the perfect time to meet people and to, have a conversation and really get to know someone. It's going on a lot longer than we all thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But the longer it goes, the more time that you get to know someone. So I think it's great. I'm not dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, David? Since you're the single.
I am single, but being completely transparent, I was engaged, so I'm not in a rush to to jump back in. And I think I would tell everybody to take their time. I'm definitely, healing has occurred for me, so I'm definitely I'm interested in somebody now in a conversation, but it's not a rush to get out there. Where are we gonna go at this time? So I think Marsha said, having those conversations, getting to know somebody. And I think the biggest thing is getting to know yourself, during the time, while you're by yourself, that's the best time to learn, your little kinks, your quirks, everything that you can learn.
Yeah, I think that's the key. Oh my God. One good thing this pandemic has done for all of us is stop us in our tracks to say, hey, what type of person am I?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
that's the same conversation I've had with all my girlfriends. It's get to know yourself, get to know, what it is about you that, you find that you need the most, your inner stuff, your outer stuff. We all have levels.
Right.
So I'm right there in the same page.
Yeah.
How many Zoom meetings do you think it would take to, I don't even know what the next step would be in this situation.
Yeah.
So
it's so dangerous. It's not like any other time in history. So honestly, I think people should just chill and do the Zoom thing. And they have all these commercials like Bumble, coffee, movie dates. You watch a movie, I watch a movie, we cook together, kind of thing. Just stick with that until it's over. Nothing's worth getting sick of.
Yeah. So you would not want to, after 5 Zoom meetings and say, hey, let's just meet in a mutual place with our gear on, because we got to have our gear on, be at a 6 feet distance, and just say, hey, and have a conversation like that.
You got to do what works for you. I have friends that are actually going social distance, but going to a restaurant or something like that.
Right.
From my instance, that's probably not happening. There's a couple drive-ins out here in LA, and I'm like, hey, you wanna meet over there in your whip, or something like that. But at this point, again, where I'm coming from my position, I don't have a rush to fight through COVID. I'm like, this is the amount of time I can take to kind of get some things in order, get straight, and still have conversation. That's great.
Right. So, but David, I'm sure you got some friends and things like that. Do you have this conversation ever even come up?
Yeah, it has. I mean,
It has?
trust me,
Okay.
it is a tough discipline.
It's a tough
David,
discipline.
I might have some friends for you.
Hey, I heard you say that. I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's a tough discipline. Okay,
Hmm.
gotcha. Anything more to share on that with Marsha or no?
I just can't, and being single, it's been a while, right? But I can't see anything wanting, where you want to put your health on the line. It's so serious out there right now.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Definitely.
I'm turning down family functions, and seeing my family, which is a huge sacrifice. So I can't see like the date.
Yeah. Same here. I'm doing the same thing. I was just
Yeah.
telling David earlier, I'm from Chicago. So I've been out here for 7 years. I can't even go back to see them yet. And the year is almost up. So, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But it makes an interesting question, though.
Sure does. Sure does.
Like, what would you do?
Trust me. I mean, I'm sounding cool right now. If the right situation popped up, somebody's like, you want to get some ice cream, it might have to.
You might want to
do
get
that.
some socially distant ice cream.
Yeah,
So-
socially distant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How full is your glass then? How full is your glass? Do you understand the
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone can chime in. How full is your glass? Are you up here optimistic, down here pessimistic? Where are you?
My glass is pretty full. I try and keep it there, especially in these times. You can't live with,
Right.
less
You got
than
to.
full.
Yeah.
You got to be able to pull yourself up. And not to say that that's the case for me every single day. There are some days where, like, I am in bed and watching Little Fires Everywhere, and and it's just a
Right.
kind of day. But if that glass is not half full, and you're expecting other people to fill it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In a world of hurt, you have to be able to keep that for yourself.
Keep that for yourself, right?
Yeah.
And
You can't have other people doing that for you.
what can you share? What kind of thing that helps you to do that, to stay up like that? Do you
Everything.
read, meditate?
I read, I pray,
Yeah.
music, dance, work out, talk to God, my mother and my sister. I have, my tribe, my really, really, really close tribe. One thing the pandemic has made really clear is who's not part of that tribe.
Yes.
And before, where I may have put up with negativity from, you had certain people with different energy in your life. And you're like,
Right.
yeah, she crazy. No more. That kind of energy's got to go because there's so much coming at you
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
All you do is turn on the news, walk out the front door, you see a mask, and it's the only time in our lives we're going to the grocery store can really kill us. This is no joke. So I every which way, meditation, prayer, webinars, TD Jakes, music, anywhere I gotta go, I will go.
Absolutely. David, what about you?
My glass is pretty full all the time. That's just the outlook I have. I think I credit like my faith, definitely my prayer time, doing a little devotion, and then having the right people around you. I think I couldn't agree more with this time has really highlighted, and it's in DC where I was born. The Washington Post used to say, "It's like if you don't get it, you don't get it." But right now, if you don't really see those signs of who is with you and who is not, or what is worth your time and what is not, when everything slowed down, when things speed back up, you're really not going to miss it. So I think this time has really been time for me to like clarify who I rock with 100, who am I, where am I trying to go, and really anything. Like if you're on a rocket, it's going into space. One little thing that's half a pound can throw a whole mission.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry, so it's like any person you're not connected to, that you don't need to be. It's not cutting off and being like disrespectful, but just removing that from your life. We don't have time to play. And that's what keeps me uplifted. Like if your energy's off by this time in my life, I pretty much know it's not me. You know,
Absolutely.
and I'm very self-aware. I do
Right.
apologize first. I do that, and so I'm not like perfect, but I'm saying at this time
Right.
we all have those instincts where like something's off. Then it's off. You
Right.
know, keep it moving. We don't
Right.
have to make excuses anymore.
Right. I feel you, man. I feel the same way. If you can't rock with my energy currently,
Yeah,
see ya.
yeah.
Time
We
is
don't.
of the essence because we have no clue, for one, when this is going to end. Two, when our things are going to possibly get back to where they were. You know, everything is at a heightened state of boom. We should all be reflective, taking this time to really get things done if we haven't already,
Right.
and just stay motivated.
Right.
Yeah. And it's so much work right now to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
Take
Yes.
care of our own emotional, mental well-being. You know,
Yes.
self-care is everything.
Yeah.
I schedule all of my meetings, my Zoom calls after my workout. You know, after I talk to my mother. You know, it's like after everything, it's like that part of the day first is about making sure like my being is okay before I can function with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Totally agree. Anything else to add to that, David?
No, I agree. I mean, I think, like I said, we've said it over and over, but this is a very unique time, and
Right.
so there's no handwritten, program how to operate. There's nothing there. What works for you at this time is what works for you right now. Tomorrow it could be different. Next week it could be different. So I say, if you need to get out and go for some hikes, cool. If you want to isolate and don't need to go anywhere, cool. But there's no judgment. You just have to do what takes care of you mentally right now. That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing. Absolutely. And wrapping up the show, are there any other words of encouragement that you would like to share with our audience? Anything that you could provide to keep, people motivated and going through these trying times?
I would just say keep pushing, whatever it is for you, and it may not work today.
Yeah.
Today that music may not move you. BB and CC may not be doing it for you. Today it might be a walk. Today it might be, cooking with your friends. And, my girlfriends and I will trade recipes and whatever it is. Just keep pushing, because if you don't keep moving forward, if you don't keep trying, this pandemic will suck you in. You can't let it suck you in.
Absolutely.
You gotta keep moving, you've gotta keep trying. And whatever worked yesterday, if it doesn't work today, don't let it get you down.
Mm-hmm.
Just try something new. Try something new until you'll find it. That there are all kinds of options out there.
Absolutely. David, what about you?
I second that. Again, I think the biggest thing my father used to tell me when I was little is like, when something happens, don't stay down. And so, when you hear it, we all say, yeah, but like he visualized it for me. He said, if you trip on that stair and you fall down and you're like, I fell. I'm like, okay, get up. And then I come back a week from now and you're still on the ground. And I say, what are you doing? And you're like, I fell. It's like, yeah, I know, last week, get up. What are you still doing?
Get up.
When you visualize it, it sounds crazy, but sometimes we're still beating ourselves up about something that happened a week ago, a year ago. And I've had a lot of life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of obviously some bad ones and some good ones, but the biggest factor in it is to keep going. Like you go through the fire, you don't stay in the fire. And so I encourage people to like find something that encourages them. I'm really big on mental health, making sure people are taking care of their minds, making sure you're taking care of your minds, making sure you take care of your spirit and all that. So really like find somebody, even if it's one person that you need to rap with, find that person and you build with them. And then try to do something for yourself every day.
Every day.
Every day. It could be watching a TV show. It could be getting some ice cream, but like you have to, because we do so much work. And now I don't know about you guys, but working from home, it's like there's no cutoff hours. I'm just working all day because my mind is like, I'm just here. But you have to treat yourself at least once a day, and that really helps to keep the train moving.
Yeah, and now that home has become the office, you feel like if you're not working, like you're not doing something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fall for that trap.
Yeah.
Set a schedule. Don't let people be setting up 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Zooms. You know, don't be answering your phone at 7:30. Don't do that, because once they get you, they're gonna keep getting you.
They got you, yeah.
They got you.
Yeah, no, everyone has to set boundaries. Boundaries are so important. And
Mm.
I was on I do a lot. There are a lot of webinars, Zooms, whatever, on, you know, well-being that I've been doing lately. And one really stuck out to me. Sandra Butcher asked, she's like, well, who's on your board of directors? You know, who's on your tribe? Make sure that tribe is solid.
Yeah.
Make sure those people that you go to are solid.
Right.
You know, because when your cup is running low, you know, you got to make sure that the people around you have that positive energy.
Can build you back up, right?
Yeah.
Can build you back up. Now, where can people find you guys on social media?
Yeah,
No, I'm pretty much like an IG girl, so I am at Marsha_Mercy, which is MERCI.
Got it. What about you, David?
People use my name. It's at David Hunter Jr. on IG, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, you can find me there.
But Sheila, now you have to answer the question. What would you do if someone forgot your birthday?
What would
I said it.
Yes, you said it. I wouldn't end it, but I would definitely find out what the issue is, because for me, birthday and New Year's Eve are the two most important days that I consider the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely be like, hey, what's going on? Immediately.
I done had a change of heart, Marsha. If you forget my birthday, what's going? We it's a wrap.
Well, don't worry. I don't have any girlfriends that are like that, like who aren't thoughtless like that. So
I was sitting here thinking, I was like, you know, if you forgot my whole birthday, not just the part, the whole birthday. Yeah. It'd be a little crushed, be a little hurt feelings over here.
All right, Mark.
Definitely be a hurt feelings.
Cool. Well, you got your work cut out for you, Marsha, for David. So.
Oh man.
I don't know. I think David's gonna be all right. I got a couple girlfriends. So he'll be all right.
Hey.
Cool. Well, guys, listen. I thank you guys. We thank you for being a part of the show.